Hello my pretties, and welcome to my magic room. Today we'll be making one of the first potions that I ever made. We'll be making Florida water. You'll need a master bottle, vodka, distilled water, clove, bergamot, and lavender essential oils. You'll also need a separate little bowl, and a funnel, and a cup. So let's get started. So as you can see in my Book of Shadows, this is one of the very first things in this particular Book of Shadows. I had different books of shadows for dream work, for candle making, for cooking, and this happens to be one for different castings and potions and oils and all kinds of lovely things. All right, this is going to be a very short video because it does not take very long to put this together. So we're going to start with the lavender oil, and we are going to put 6 drops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drops of that lavender oil in our bowl. And as always, we're going to bless this and charge this. So what we're blessing and charging this for is cleansing, protection, to remove negativity, remove darkness. Now let's get started. We bless and charge this lavender oil so it may work to remove all the negativity that surrounds them, all the negativity that lingers on their clothes, on their surfaces, on their being and their soul. Help it remove negativity, remove and protect them from anything coming their way. Help them cleanse the areas, cleanse themselves. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also ask for assistance of my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord and Lady. So mote it be. All right, so now let's add that to our master bottle. In it goes. Don't worry, we're gonna get all of that. All right, let's move right along to the clove oil. Now with the clove oil, you're only going to need 2 drops of this, so 1, 2. Now, clove is used for banishing, for removing. It's also used in exorcism, so that's really what we're going to want to charge the clove with, is that forceful removal of anything that we don't want. So let's get started. I bless and charge his clove oil to remove all the negativity, to banish it away, to wipe it clean, to keep it from coming in. Do not let it in. Putting up a barrier to keep all those things out, all the negativity, all the things that we do not want in our lives. Remove it from our lives, force it out, and do not let it back. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also ask for assistance of my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord and Lady. So mote it be. All right, let's add that to our master bottle. All right, let's add our last oil. This is bergamot. So bergamot is going to be used to uplift the situation, to keep it positive. So we're going to cleanse it, use it to cleanse and uplift. So that's how we're going to charge it. And it is 8 drops of bergamot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bless and charge our bergamot. Bless and charge our bergamot so we may cleanse the area, to uplift the situation and keep it positive, keep things flowing in a good way. Any blockages, help cleanse it away so that only goodness can come through, and only that which we want in that area to come through. Let it wipe away all the darkness and only the light. We call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also ask for assistance of my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord. And into our master bottle I go. You know, sometimes I forget which direction I'm sitting, and and I forget which way north is, because I don't like to just say north and south and, you know, pick any direction. So if I'm going north this way, that means north is really this way. All right, so all of our oils are now in our bottle. So we are going to take half a cup of vodka, and we're just gonna eyeball it. That looks like a half cup. All right, so maybe a little more, just to be on the safe side. We'll take it up to the bottom of the skull. A little extra vodka never hurt anybody, unless you're driving. Don't do that. Anyways, all right, so let's bless and charge our vodka, and we're going to do this for cleansing, protection, to remove negativity. That's what you are charging for. And remember, your words are always best. You may hear my words, but I ask you to use your own. All right. I bless and charge this vodka so we may to cleanse away the negativity, to cleanse away the darkness, all that is unwanted. Remove it from its space. Remove it and only leave that which is wanted. Only leave the positivity, the positive things that is wanted there. Cleanse the rest away. Drive it away and protect the space. Put up those protections so that nothing else can come in. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, east, and the west. I also ask for assistance of my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord and Lady. So mote it be. And before we dump this all in, let's make sure we got all of that oil out. So we're going to add a little bit to the bowl, swish it around. There. So no oil was lost in the making of this video. And the vodka into our master bottle. All right, so lastly, we are putting in the water. And what we will do is just fill up this bottle. There we go. This is my master bottle that I use to make my own personal Florida water, to make Florida water that I sell at the Newman Market. I also sell it online, so if you don't want to make it, if you want somebody else to make it, I sell these for $10. If you can't make it out to the Newman Market, you can just comment below and I'll hook you up. So now let's bless and charge our water. Water is for cleansing and washing away of negativity. So when you bless, kind of keep that in mind. Always keep in mind what that is used for. Anytime you're charging or blessing, whatever word you want to put on it, the item that you're using. Bless and charge this water to cleanse and wash away everything that is unwanted, all negativity, all darkness, all those things that we do not wish to have on ourselves and our soul and our space, on our tools. Cleanse it away and get me going. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also ask for assistance on my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord and Lady. So mote it be. And into the master bottle, mostly, it will go. Let's move that over here because I don't want my selenite orb to end up getting wet. If you don't know, do not get selenite wet. Now you know. All right. So we have one last blessing. Let's give it a shake real quick. Take off the lid. This is no longer, it's individual things. This is now Florida water. So we no longer call it clove, lavender, those individual things as we put it in. We now call it what we have created. I bless and charge this Florida water so that it may work to cleanse the space of all those who use this, to cleanse their soul, cleanse their clothes, their tools, make them clean again, make them back to that neutral point. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also ask the assistance of my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord. So let it be. And we're done. Until our paths cross again, my friends. I'll see you. Bye-bye, my pretties.